Hey, you guys, I want to talk about maybe stop trying so hard, okay, as well as your power to get what you want in your reality and what that looks like, okay? So, before I dive in, my name is Megan. If you guys don't know me, I'm a manifestation coach, have been for a long time. If you want to work together, check out the description link below. So many ways to work together. So, you guys, I had a lot of things I want to talk about. Number one is I want you guys to stop trying so hard. Okay. There is no one to change but you don't even have to change yourself. Sometimes this journey of helping people that I've noticed more and more is that the journey is about people discovering themselves, okay? Loving parts of themselves, okay? Accepting parts of themselves and realizing how manifestation works. Not everything actually, this might sound like a paradox from what I just said, but why I say it's going to tie in. Not everything is 100% self-concept in your reality of not, you needing to change everything about yourself. Sometimes we just manifest things based on what we are putting in our subconscious. Okay, anything can go in our subconscious, and all of our beliefs, our thoughts, what we put on a daily basis, what we see, our values. It could be something from the TV, which I've said this before, something from songs. Okay, all of that can get in your subconscious and be manifested out. The issue is people are starting to feel so bad about themselves and blaming themselves for everything they manifested. So we're losing sight that manifestation is supposed to be a tool to change something that you don't like. It's not a thing to make you hate yourself and to blame yourself and keep you in this hamster wheel of this self-blame and judgment, thinking something's wrong with you. Okay. So therefore, I really want you to stop doing that. Okay. Sometimes we're looking at the mirror because it might be showing us something that we deserve more, okay? That we're allowed to have more, that we're allowed to create what we want in our reality. That's what we want to start focusing on, having more and more fun with our imagination and going to that place instead of thinking that there's something so wrong with us and that we need fixed. Yes, I do believe that we do have subconscious beliefs that we do need to address, but that would just be like looking at what's manifesting in your reality will kind of show you what your subconscious beliefs are, okay? And what's being mirrored back to you based on also your triggers. But for the purpose of this video, I will do another video about that. The purpose of this video is more about, relaxing and empowering yourself. Okay, so I had a client whose SP was treating her very poorly. Okay, did some just really just shitty things, okay, in general. And she was coming to me saying, blaming herself again and again. Well, I created it, so I guess I deserve it. I do not want anybody to ever say that again, okay? You do not deserve that because you unconsciously thought something, okay? And I think this manifestation community as a whole is keeping people stuck in a way that they're just hating themselves and blaming themselves. So if you continuously blame yourself, since reality is a mirror, it's going to continuously give that back to you. So in this circumstance, okay, her SP was just being an asshole, for lack of a better word, to her in a particular event. Okay, and she was getting to, how did I create this? What does it say about me? I need to work on myself. And I was like, no, let's look at what you want. Okay, what do you want? Quit thinking about all these other things. What do you want? And so she started thinking what she wanted. She wanted him to apologize. And we also, when we worked through this thing, we noticed that she was afraid of actually expressing herself. So she was afraid of expressing herself, of fearing of upsetting him, and obviously the fear of him leaving. So that would be the subconscious thing to kind of look at. Why am I afraid of not speaking my truth? Why am I afraid that I have to hold back? Why am I accepting this poor behavior? What do I have alive inside of me that makes me feel that I deserve this, okay? And that I should put up with this. So we were kind of looking at those things versus, let's just make intentions about him completely. Let's look at empowering ourselves. Let's look at the worth that we have, what we want to put out there, what we think that, for her particular, I'm saying this to everybody, what you think your values are and what your needs are. Sometimes people can be triggering us because and we might think, oh, we're just insecure. Well, that's kind of BS. might be they're triggering you because you have a need that's not being met. So you don't want to not be aware of that need that's not being met, because you're not going to be able to manifest that. So in this situation, she was actually accepting this poor behavior, not accepting the needs that she wanted. So therefore, we practiced what she wanted to say to him, okay? And what she truly wanted, giving that to herself, giving her permission to have those conversations internally and externally if she wanted to. Realizing that her fear was coming from not saying that was a fear of abandonment, okay? And, you should not be in a relationship, or I guess the healthy relationship, you have to think of what's the end of your relationship you want. A healthy relationship, you should be able to speak with what you want, okay? Externally saying that, but you have to internally do that first. So we're able to do that. She was feeling empowered, seeing her value. She actually sent him just one small text about his poor behavior, and she went on with her life, okay? She didn't sit here and affirm for millions and millions of hours for him to change or anything like that. She felt empowered, realized her worth, let it go, okay? And that's the whole thing, is the point of the video was we got to what she really wanted. She stopped blaming herself, stopped feeling bad about who she was, saw her value, gave herself permission for what she wanted, and went internally, set that intention out there. All right. And then it was manifested back. She didn't, keep going in this perpetual thing. I need to say my affirmations a zillion times. I mean, if that's your belief and it helps you, that's fine. But I'm telling you that this whole journey is about empowering yourself, okay? Giving yourself permission for what you want. All right. It's also, which some of us are just identifying with versions of ourselves that we aren't allowing ourselves to have what we want, or we think we need to change ourselves or fix ourselves, or we need to be a people pleaser, or if we shouldn't approach this person this way, or we shouldn't say that this way. So we're trying to do all this forceful fixing in the 3D, as well as self-blaming ourselves and putting ourselves down and criticizing ourselves. And that's the opposite of what we're supposed to be doing. We're really supposed to get to what do we want? Okay? What do we want? Let's empower ourselves, see the version of ourselves see the versions of ourselves that's allowed to have that. What will we be thinking? What will we be feeling? What will we be seeing? And so many times people are not even giving permission to themselves to have that in their 3D reality. Okay? So you are allowed to have your needs of someone treating you kind and with respect. That is relationship 101. Or you're allowed to have that. So to get that back in your reality, you want to start, accepting that that's okay for yourself. And again, with her, she accepted that. She put her intention what she wanted, said his behavior is complete bullshit, stopped blaming herself for it, and realized it was just a mirror, and the only way to change, if she wanted any change, was to value herself. Okay. And that was one thing. You can make that decision that quickly. I value myself. I'm not going to be treated this way. If he wants to be in my life, he can start showing up this way, because otherwise I'm not putting up with this bad behavior. That's basically what we said, right? After we work through some of these things that were still there, that were presenting themselves. And then, just kind of went about her time. Remind herself who she was, her value, her worth, what she wanted in her relationship, what she felt like she was worthy of having. All right, so she made that declaration, you guys, made that decision. And then you know what? He showed up differently. He showed up bringing her flowers, which he never does. Okay, brought her flowers, made her dinner, apologized, okay, for his behavior. And again, it wasn't because she was holding on so tightly and affirming every single second, he's going to do this, I need him to do this, I need him to do this. No, what she did was regulate herself, realized her worth, went about her time and day, okay? And this is how it works. So we are not changing anybody but ourselves. And people start changing when we start valuing ourselves, okay? When we start seeing things about ourselves. And like I said, sometimes things are manifesting. It could be, because, and in this instance, some things had to do with her not valuing herself. And then you add the extra layer of the manifestation community, putting this whole blame on things. And I'm not saying that we are not creating things, but I'm saying we're unconsciously creating things. So it's not like you consciously caused all these negative things in your life. It's just a sum total of things that you might believe. So what I'm saying about this is it might be your belief in men, okay? It might be like a belief okay, men can't tell the truth, Men are lazy. Okay. It could be something like that. Or women are, bitches. I don't know. Or you could have a belief that there are good and evil in the world. Okay. Or you could watch a television show that you see people cheating on. Okay. Not everything comes down to exactly, it's because I must have some belief that people cheat on me. Sometimes no. Sometimes it could just come from you observing something in your reality and thinking that that exists in your reality. Okay. Like, you can have that with anything. So you can be unconsciously creating these things because everything you see in your reality is the sum total of all those things. Okay, so that's where imagination comes in. So if you see something, you could start saying, okay, I do have some beliefs about men. I do have beliefs about relationships. Okay, I can fix those things. Okay, I can start imagining the end of what I want. I could start giving myself permission to say, I can be adored. I can have flowers sent to me. I can have someone apologize. I didn't do anything wrong. Let me change the pattern where I'm always apologizing. Let me change the pattern where I'm putting all the blame on me. Because if that's the pattern you're creating, you're going to continuously, if you feel like this is all my fault, you're going to continuously get that manifested back out in your reality. So the more and more you go within and start saying, you know what? Other people take responsibility in my reality, and that's okay. I'm going to let them take that responsibility. And if you want to show up in my life, you're going to show up this way. Okay? Because this is what I deserve. All right? And then start embodying that. When I say embodying that, the point of your affirmations is it starts driving this different thought process. Okay? Your ego might want to keep you stuck there and say, no, it's a lie at first. But the more and more you tell yourself these things, all of a sudden, it's going to drive what you say, what you think, your actions, your behaviors. And therefore, you're going to become this version of yourself that feels more confident, feels more radiant, that feels more relaxed, that understands their worth, that stops putting people ahead of you, realizing that you deserve to be loved and valued. And therefore, the mirror changes, okay? The reflection changes, and it will show you something different. All right, so it is truly just about you going within, okay? You going within here and knowing you don't have to say this a zillion times either, because if you have an identity of oh, I have to be hard work, you're going to continuously get that. Or it could just be more of I'm going to make a declaration. Everybody in my reality treats me with respect. Everybody treats me with respect. And I'm not going to engage with anybody unless I'm treated with respect. And everybody wants to treat me with respect because I am so great. Okay? You start making that declaration and things will start changing. Okay? In your reality, you can make that decision. All right? But it has to make sure that, that you have that decision about yourself and know your worth. And then you can start feeling more relaxed into that. Then you can start understanding, you know what, I am worth an apology. I am worth people showing up. You can make it just like that, you guys. And this is what this client did. She made that declaration. She stopped blaming herself. She went to the end of what she wanted to manifest, how she wanted to be treated, the version of herself of being and feeling empowered. And she became that version of herself. Basically, she practiced that, and guess what? It showed up in her reality. All right, it showed up because she started seeing that worth, and it wasn't such an effort. Okay, it wasn't such an effort because when you're trying so hard to change somebody else, you're losing sight of it. The only thing you're really changing, because you're trying to change that reflection, right? In like I said in several videos, if I'm going to put this lip gloss on, right? In the mirror, it's not going to put on, if I put it on over here, it's going to show up over here. And I can't be mad at the reflection that's showing up because I put my lip gloss on my cheek. Okay. I have to say, oh, okay, let me go within and see what go within. All right. I'm going to stop blaming myself. I'm going to start saying I'm deserving of respect, love, adoration. And from here on out, every man in my life is going to treat me with respect. Okay. So, everybody has different things going on, but this is the point of this video. You can interchange that with other things you have going on in your reality. But yeah, that's how things can change. And you don't have to hold on so tightly. Okay. You don't have to be so perfect at this either. Okay. It's okay. You're going to have some opposing thoughts. All right. You're going to have some opposing thoughts. It's whether you want to accept that those opposing thoughts are going to wreck your manifestation. Okay, it's your choice. They don't have to wreck your manifestation. All right, you can say those are, thank you, I'm aware of those thoughts now. Those aren't serving me anymore, because this is the version of myself. This is the version I'm always respected. You know, that's the old version of me. It still wants to be there because it's the old man, as Neville Goddard would say. It feels big. It's our ego. It's there to protect us. But you know what? Hey, thank you so much for being here. This is the version now. Things work out for me. I'm respected. I don't take shit from people. People are always kind and nice to me because I'm a nice and kind person. Okay? All right, I went on a tangent on several things here. So if you guys want me to make more in-depth videos of different things, of points I put out here, please let me know, because I know I put a lot of different information out here. But basically, I just want you guys to know that you can consciously choose to create things. So start focusing on what you do want to create. Stop focusing on, you know, the circumstances so much. All right, they're there just to show you, to help you get what you want more and more. Feel more relaxed. Feel more like things can work out for me. Feel like that sort of thing, that I'm doing things right. Things are going the way they're supposed to be going. I am going to get what I want. All right, I forgive myself for creating these unwanted circumstances, and go with, you know, the others. So, you know, you can have anything you want. Everything is coming in your subconscious and manifest it out. We're just consciously start choosing different ideas to manifest what we want in our reality. All right, you guys, I love you. I hope you have a wonderful day. Please like, subscribe, and comment below. You know, actually comment below about what you're manifesting. All right, comment below of what your successes are. You know, it can help a lot of people. All right, it can really help a lot of people in their journey with this. Also have a Facebook group if you guys want to join that, where we can also, you know, have a community of supporting each other, because we really should be out here supporting one another in this journey. All right, you guys, I love you, and I'll see you in the next video.